Ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at on my screen is a black man that was standing in front of NYPD officers. And the officer that's directly in front of him pulls his mask off. He was no threat. You see, with his hands up, right? He was no threat to this cop. He pulls his mask off and pepper sprays him. This is why you don't kneel with police officers. These cops haven't changed. But see, the longer everybody stays out there, the more people are realizing worldwide that American cops have credibility issues. And see, not all cops, not all cops. See, that's not working anymore. That's not working anymore. It might have worked for a brief moment, but not anymore. I was talking to True Royal last night, and we were talking about policing. And at this point, y'all, I would rather have no police than the police that we have right now in America. Seriously, I would rather have no cop at all. If policing is going to be brutalizing people all the time, every single day across America, then, we don't need that kind of policing. So you folks talking about you gonna need the police. No, you don't. No, you don't, y'all. We can rely on each other. Seriously, we can rely on each other. Who the hell needs an abusive cop showing up on the scene? And at this point, I've heard many people saying they're not calling no cop. They don't care. They're not calling no police. And depending on where you live, perhaps there are some police departments not as bad as others, but overall, the credibility is gone. There is no credibility in these cops. They have all proven that the culture is so bad, they're not going to change even after all of this protesting. That's what they're showing. And this cop just proved once again why there is major distrust of cops in America. And they've earned that. They've earned it. This came out in courthousenews.com. Protests further tarnish police trust in virus hit New York. Now, a week into sweeping protest against racism and police violence, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio started to return his focus Wednesday to the virus still killing dozens every day in some boroughs. COVID-19 is the single most important thing happening in the city right now, said de Blasio, who has displayed no sign of doubt that New York City will begin ending virus-related lockdown measures on Monday, June 8th, as scheduled, because it can take up to 2 weeks for people infected with the novel coronavirus to display symptoms. Any new cases sparked by this week's protests likely will go undetected until 1 week after the city reopens. New York, for months, has been the epicenter of COVID-19 outbreak in the United States, but public health experts signed an open letter supporting the protests this week, saying racism and white supremacy are urgent public health issues. Unrest sparked by the Minneapolis police killing of George Floyd dates back only as far as Memorial Day, but New York's finest has been under pressure long before then regarding enforcement of social distancing measures. Yes, because they were going on wild attacks on the Black citizens up there over social distancing and not wearing a mask. They tackle you down to the ground. And it got so bad with NYPD, they had to step in and tell them to stop even touching people over social distancing. Again, more reason not to kneel with cops. Data released last month showed 90% of all those arrested and 82% of those issued summonses for violating social distancing requirements were Black. Bennett Capers, a professor at Brooklyn Law School who studies the relationship between race, gender, technology, and criminal justice, said he sees future social distancing enforcement as a problem of diminishing legitimacy. It is well known that more legitimate police seems, in terms of equal enforcement, in terms of everything, the more people are likely to voluntarily comply with the police. Caspers said in an email Wednesday, and right now the police are now seeming less legitimate to a broader swath of the population. He added that he hopes people will see the police aren't actually necessary to enforce social distancing. People will social distance and wear masks because it is the right thing to do, because everyone else is doing it. Capers wrote, I'm hoping people will realize that compliance with social norms doesn't require the police at all. There's a lot of things that don't require police. A lot of things. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, just give me 1 second here. Okay, y'all. I wanted to get the video set up to show y'all what this NYPD cop did to this Black man with his hands up. It is just dirty policing. And that's exactly what we don't need. I don't care what all of you out here that advocate for cops say. Until you get rid of the rotten ones and you change the police culture, don't expect the public to just trust them because you said so. It doesn't work that way. But I know in your minds it should, but it doesn't. Okay? Again, a lot of people now said they will settle for no policing over the bad policing that we get in this country. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you what this dirty NYPD cop did. I'm going to play this video. Let me see if I can put it on full screen for you. You see how he had his hands up. Black man had his hands up. The NYPD cop reaches over, pulls his mask down, and then pepper sprays him. I'm going to play it again. You see that? And there's other white people. I'm going to show you one more time. Just look, there's other white people standing around the same cop with their hands up. He goes straight after the Black man. I'm going to show it one more time. Okay. This is why nobody's ever going to trust cops. Okay, y'all can keep coming and advocating. Oh, it's a start that they're kneeling. No, it isn't. It's fakery. It's the same fakery we have seen for centuries. There's nothing genuine about those cops kneeling with the protesters. Nothing. And this act right here should show you, if you stop protesting today, they're going to go right back to the same rotten policing they have been doing all the way up until this time. America cops got a serious credibility issue. And they're not doing anything to change the culture. They are trying their best to fight it and keep the culture that we have been seeing for centuries in place. They don't want it to go anywhere. They want to continue to abuse and kill and oppress the public as they have been doing for hundreds of years. When you see a cop do something like this, does he seem like he wants to change the way he does his job? Hell no. Hell no. And another big part of the problem are the police unions that continue to protect this behavior. That guy was standing there with his hands up, no threat to the cop whatsoever. He reaches over, pulls his mask off, and mace him. This is exactly what we're talking about. And we're still finding too many examples of racist policing. Why didn't he pull the mask off of the other white people that were standing around him? He went straight for the black man. So don't come to us talking about it's a start with them getting on their knee. If you don't get your ass out of here for real, for real, okay, no one is about to fall for that. Unfortunately, we have younger people that are. I know someone tried to tell me, no, it's people of all ages. No, honey, be a lot more observant and look at those videos. Those are many, many young people among us. It is not people of all ages. When you see them kneeling, you see a lot of young people doing that stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.